we're live. Stream health, blah blah blah. Exciting times. Stream offline, stream health is green. Aha! Have I got the link to the stream? Got it. Da-da-da-da. Why is there no link? YouTube. Oh. Copy. Paste. I don't know if that pauses the actual stream or not. Let's check. If it's paused with just my elbow, then I failed. Let's check. Wait. If it's paused with just my elbow, then I failed. Let's check. Wait. If it's paused with just my Let me get some echo there. Okay. So I want to now start recording. Do I? I want to open the box first and then start recording. Possibly put some music on as well to make it a bit less dull. I haven't actually opened this yet. It's going to be quite exciting. Hopefully nothing's been hidden inside. Oh wow, it's shiny. I could do with having something to weight the back of this box down. With an Xbox pad, why not? A million billion sheets of sprue on the back. All in Japanese, obviously. Starts with the chest. I think the anchor point is the waist, unfortunately. I might make this out of order. Make the waist first, then I can put it onto the base, and then waist, body, and then I can do the limbs separate. Sounds like a plan. Well, I might put that still open though, because I can just see my elbow and if you think I've crashed. Let's see if it says what mount it uses for the stand. Here's how to stick this up. Dead simple. As far as I can tell, it's just a regular RX-0. Guns, weapons. Should be in here. No, this is the backpack. We'll figure it out. So, this is where it gets complicated now. Can I open this? You can't see anything. So we're going to start with the waist unit. Step 7 requires sheets A, C, H, K, and M. Open all of those now. Sheet C. That's very shiny. This is sheet WF. We don't need WF. The bin. Sheets WE1, WE3, WE4. WE1, 3, 4. Sheet A. Do need. It would be nice if these were coloured in. This is So the weapons, speed 1. Don't need that for a very long time. This is sheet A. Take that. We need B? No. We need H, K, and N. What's in here? D and D. Only 2. Actually. No connecting parts needed. No. I and J, F and F. 2 F sheets. The F feet. O, WG1. E, 2 E's. WD times 2. M, and M's they're definitely waste parts. Oh yeah, I do need M. Right, okay. M, WD, N, no. Stickers, we may need, we'll get those out. Something for a decal sheet. It's not a decal sheet. It's a bit strange. H and N. I need H. Hitch. And then just K. Oh, there's a decal sheet. Of course, there's a decal sheet. It's just showing you the decal die. That's sheet K. Yep. There are all the decals. That'll be the rub transfer ones. Oh, hate transfer. But now it's time for me to press the record button and hope nothing breaks. Okay, so let's begin. I need space desperately. We need parts H first, so start with parts H. H4 to H8. Here. And some pretty decent snips. And the grey parts are like inside the model, so it's not important to file them down so much. If anything, it'll make it move less, which is good for posing it. H8. This is a tricky piece because it's got a little nub on it that you're not meant to cut. So this comes out like this, the nub's facing that way, and click, clicks in. I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, and that folds in. Also, probably shouldn't fold it in just yet because I need to get it back out now. Oh no, it actually wants me to do that. Never mind. No, H5, H9, exactly the same thing. Snip, snip, snip. Snip. H5 to H9. H5 about like that. This goes up and in. Done. So then we've got these two pieces. This is a bit of a confusing part now though. A9, A10. That's a gold sheet already on now. So a blue sheet because this has got blue inside for where the lights would be on a Master Grade kit. So A9, A10 is here. Again, this is a clear plastic, so if you sand it down, it makes it cloudy. Not very good. A9, A10. Slot these together. Very simple. Like so. Then this will go inside here. I think it goes inside here. I got these the wrong way already. Yes, I have. So that sort of slots into there somehow. Like that. Or the other way around. I have made these before, I promise. Then I need H15, which is here. 3 snips, snip, snip. Another little nub that you shouldn't snip. And then this goes on the bottom here to sort of guard this. It's basically a crotch plate that comes out. And then you can smush all of this together. And this basically, yeah, we've got the right stand, which is a really good start. I'm just going to trim this down a little bit. And we're going to break out a sponge. This is coarse. Just file down a little bit. There's a little bit here also. What's my sound on? Sound on. Should be okay. So yeah, that comes down, that comes out just a tiny bit. So that's the first transforming element done. And we've got to turn the page. So this now we need golden parts. That's going to be fun. So I can just put this in the holder. Get out the sheet of gold. So shiny. And we need C11 and C12. There's a kanji, cannot read. C11, C12. It's really difficult to read the lettering on this. If you've got the angle just slightly off, everything's. Oh, what I want to do first is snip through the sprue rail. So inside this is just white plastic that's been gold coated. So unfortunately, this is not going to look as good as possible. I'll need to buy some gold paint pens because already I've just clipped off this first piece. You can see the white where I clipped it. This is unfortunate, but I think I can order some of those. So this was C11. C11 goes on the top. Like so. Disappointed that it's not gold plastic in the middle because get the move shut. It's a bit dusty, but they do make a golden plastic that is gold all the way through, which would at least it look a little bit better than white core. But I'll just buy a golden pen and paint over everything at some point. Just not going to glue out today. Tomorrow I want to carry on making this. So next, C12. It's a shame that C12, it's got a little pin in it onto there. So then that can fold down, and that can fold down, can pop out like that. Decent. It's not weighted properly anymore, which is an issue. Now we need H7. H7 is the main hip joint. well, it's not really the main hinge joint, it's a skirt joint for all the plates to go around. I've got one up there that'd be so much easier to use. So you want this with the wide points to the back, I think that is. I guess so. Click it in. H12 comes next. And this goes into the back somehow. Just like so. Just like so. Click it in. There we go. Don't stop until you get a good click. It says ka-ching, ka-ching, and it goes in. And then that's just so this can fold down. Oh no, it shouldn't fold down that much, but it should fold down just a little because it is on a hinge. And then we want C13, which is this back plate. I just want to go on Amazon now and order painters for this kit because I'm getting stressed out by all the little white parts. It might look fine at the end, it won't be too visible. Visible enough to upset me, you know. So that's this part done. That comes out just a little at the back. So the transforming action of this robot. So it shouldn't call it a robot, it's a Gundam. Okay, next it wants me to make the skirt pass. I thought I would do 4 of them then. That was going to make me panic. We start with H11. I did say I was going to put music on. I probably will do. The only issue I've got then is that the music's going to come out my TV and it will have a weird echo maybe. Unless I just mute the desktop audio. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Mute desktop audio. Open Spotify. Enjoy my awful taste in music. Right. What if I just cut out here? H11. A6. A6. A5, A5, A7, A6. We've got 2 5s. Oh, they're the sides. Never mind. I'm just thick. So A6 slots in. This goes. Right, yeah. Just trying to get my bearings with this. Make sure I get it all the right way. So that has no way of actually locking on. I don't know why I'm getting confused. So we need C9 to come over all of this and hold the blue sheet in place. Oh, this is disgraceful. Big nubs of sprue hanging off. Oh, it does have a slight hole there. Oh my gosh. It goes on the front. And then we need C3, which is here and here. There you go, a little bit of music. Sort of picking it up. C3, H16. These are probably the smallest pieces I've had on this kit yet. So, back of this has a tiny little nub on it, and this is going to be so fiddly. So this hole goes on this nubble. And then that latches into there. So there's my first little skirty plate done. It does slightly transform. Can't remember how. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So that lifts up like that, so you can see the nice blue underneath. But we want it down. And then that will clip onto here, like so. And then we do the same again with the other side, yeah. So H10. Smaller so I can still see chat. H10, A7. I'm using my legs as tables already. Goes in there, then oh, that's about a clip off earlier. Then we want C10. So yeah, these pieces, for some reason, they put massive clipping on it. I know it's not focusing very well. I'll move it into the black if I can figure out. There it is. That's no good. Then we'll slot all that together. We want C4. I'll lower this a little bit more. I hate talking over music, it's so loudly. Then I want it H17. H17. It goes onto the back of this. Just check the orientation. So that facing like that, and then the rail in the middle. Going backwards, a bit fiddly. And then that can all lock together there. Lock together. Come on. So this one doesn't seem to want to go in quite as easily. It's a special tool for this. So I'll make sure everything lines up properly. I'll do a good job. And that's a bit better. And that goes on there. How are we looking so far? It is very nice and shiny. Try and transform. So this piece doesn't want to transform properly. Ah, I was putting it on backwards, that's why. I hope. This needs to lift up and out. Special tool again. And let this down. Oh, beautiful. I should really have a light behind my camera so you can see the colours a bit better, but yeah. Gold and blue is quite a nice combination. Just fold it back together. Oh, this is so much smoother than my other kit. Oh, grab this. So it is exactly the same principle behind it. I think the size is a bit bigger on that. But yeah, I must have made the same mistake on these ones because I'll just pull that off. Oh no, that's quite good as well. This is the Banshee version, dark blue and yellow. I'll keep that to hand just as a reference in case I need it. Next is messaging me. I'm famous. My phone on top of there, hope it doesn't fall off. Next, we've got to make the back ones, which have got little jetpacks in. Quite cool. Oh, it's quite complicated. So we want to start with sheet A. Does it want two of these making? Yes, it does. I'm going to try and do both of these at the same time, probably to my own demise. A11 and A12. It's 11. This is 12. And M would be the jet cones. Oh, that's the third one. I didn't see. So these just pop onto the bushing at the bottom. Again, that's really rough there. Took the old trusty knife out and tried to cut myself. It's a little better, but still not great. Okay. The inside of those doesn't really matter. That's 11, that's 12. So, next. This goes on to C2. So find that. C2 is for 11, C1 is for 12. Oh, this looks so much easier to read on the actual paper this time because it's so reflective and messy. I can't tell how this clips on. Ah, there we go. The blue's got a slight cutaway in it for the jet to sit in. It's not super secure, but it'll do. That's the wrong way. I'm not feeling that. super fiddly. 11, 12. Next we need C7, H14. C7, H14. So that goes there, that goes into this, pretty certain. Yep. And then that just folds out. This is the back plates, and they just pop out because there's a little rocket engine inside. This is going to need a ton of gold paint on it. And that is this side. No, that is the other side. Right, next we do the same thing again with H13. H13 to C8. Missed one off again. So that. Whoa! First piece dropped. First of many, I guarantee that. So I'm neaten these up a little bit with a knife. That's definitely not off me, that is it? Or is it? Some sort of ink in the book already. That folds out again. A bit more cleaning up. And this goes onto the back. So yeah, the skirt's nearly done. There's 2 more side pieces to do on that. And then we'll be doing the torso next, I think. It is a bit too free moving, that. I'll try and thicken the plastic up a little. Apparently we don't do the next 2 side plates, so that's good news. Now it's just the leg joints, so near the back. Yeah. Okay, 7, 8 and 9. This will be 1 leg joint. That's 9. 7. About 8 even. 7. All these are really straightforward to put together. There's a better way of doing it, but yeah. Oh. I say they're really easy to put together, and then I make 2 mistakes in a row. to get the centre pin lined up. So then there's a part that moves up and down, which is this like spiny part, I suppose. That's what goes into the actual hip joint to keep it stable. Yeah. That just allows the leg to move outwards. But we're a while off doing legs. Could do legs next, but I don't want to. Next, same thing with parts 1, 2 and 3 from sheet K. I'm probably going to keep all of these live stream sections with might have been the PG kit, might have been the Musha, but I had someone asking me for like help with certain steps, and it's really difficult to explain it when all I have is something at 16 times speed to work with. So this one, I've done it right the first time. Push that in nice and firm, and we have a finished hip unit. It's got leg joints, or really short legs. But yeah, now we can work on the torso from there, I think, to get that ready to wire up. I'm not sure, but so that actually sits in the stand properly now. That's perfect. Yeah, so there's these pieces which technically go on the top. I'm not sure if they're classed as a torso. I should look that up. Yeah, they're the end of the torso unit. So torso would be the next thing to make, or body unit. This is what it's called in here, but so it's not too complicated. I missed a page out. Right, well, let's start getting the sheets we need for this. We need sheet A, sheet M, sheet I, and sheet D. I'll retreat to the curtain to get the next sheets out. There's sheet F. D. Sheet 3. And sheet I, which has more shield parts on it. Probably a grey sheet. There it is. It is a grey sheet. So, the first stage is 2 connecting joints, I2 and I8. I'm getting really hungry now though. I2 has a rounded part and a flat part, then we want I8. Doesn't seem to have any differences. So this goes in with the rounded part facing up. You lock it in, and you get a full 180. Not sure why. I don't remember doing that ever before. But yeah, I'll say that for now. Next comes the pilot. It's gold. Is he D4? So we've got this little tiny golden pilot. Can't even pinch it properly to show the camera. Don't drop him. Won't move without him. Oh god, I've just knocked everything over. Now we need the seat. The seat's made from sheet M. Pilot. I'm probably actually going to glue the pilot in. M5. M4. So the pilot sits in this little seat. The pin just goes through the back. But I'm going to use some gravel glue. Probably not the best for this. I just have the faintest of dabs on the back of this chair. For this man to sit in. That'll be nice and cozy. Use this just to smooth out the glue on the back. Yep. So these are always really loose in the seat, and I don't know why. Next we have a little footwell that'll come across and lock him in. It's proper confusing getting the orientation right. There we go. So that's pilot secured. Trim off this bit of screw. Okay. Now we need actual housing for the chair, which is A13 and A419. Obviously A sheet is nice clear blue plastic. Can't remember which sheet was which there. 13 to the back. So then the chair has a little ridge on the back. I'm going to glue this in as well. Because I never ever take the pilots out. It's far too fiddly. So he's sat in there now, ready to pilot away forever because he's not coming back out. Oh, I nearly forgot that. Dab of glue. The rounded piece faces forwards. There we go. Pilot is nice and comfortable. I'm gonna have to eat something or I'm gonna die, so I'm having half of a whisper. Ah, sustenance. Next is I-13. Again, has a nice little locking pin. And that connects up to M3, which is one of the waste parts I was on about before. Just making sure I've not missed off any stickers. Usually this is where stickers start appearing. I guess. And this goes in here. Somehow. Like that, I think. There we go, that's in. Sorted. Next is the eye joint, not the eye joint, the head joint, the neck joint I should say, is I7 to M6. M6. M6 has a warning saying make sure it's facing this way. I7. There's a tiny piece. Get the numbers the right way. That would help. 6, 7. Got a nice quiet song there. I don't want that. Or Spotify just crashed. There you go. So then we want this piece. Again has a warning, but I don't know what it's saying. Like, this looks totally symmetrical. Ah well. Figured it out. Or am I? Oh, there we go. So that's the neck done. The neck can sit in here. That could technically go on there now, but I know I'm going to be putting another piece on, which is actually that's the last piece before I can put it on the stand. So A16. It's here. Or is it? This looks like it should have some gold on it. A16 and 2. This piece faces forwards, there's a little locator pin in here, blah 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 blah. You have to make sure you push it fully down though, because of just do. Cut a bit deep into that, that's a bit of a problem. This is grey plastic. Ow! I stabbed myself, so it shouldn't need the sprue removing, but it's like the main hip joint and it can be a bit of a hassle if you don't remove that. But anyway, this goes in here like so. This just came up. I'm going to actually tap this together just a tiny bit. Because it always slides out and you're pushing it back into place. I know there's a better way of pushing them in, but I'm not that clever. You should push in from the blue, then the grade doesn't slide out. There we go. Perfect. Let me just have a look at that. That actually can go together now. I'm gonna make the rest of it first because it's easier for me. D14. D14 has a tiny little pin that fits in. So, where's my reference from? Yeah, so there are transforming parts above this, but I don't seem to have put the transforming bits on, which is a bit strange. Oh well, we'll figure it out. It does have an opening panel. Can't help myself. Oh wow, look at that. It's taking shape already. It's going to be quite a nice little model this when it's done. We'll need a bit of a polish, but figure it out. I-14 and I-10. I-14, I-10. The most confusing part is just like orientating the pieces based on what you're shown in the book. A lot of messages here. I'm just going to quickly check my phone. Nothing important. So that's that. And then these, let's see here. It does transform because these are on rails. They move in and out to allow the chest to expand and contract with panels on it. So now we do I-15 to I-11. Set the clippers the right way. I-15, I-11. Then all this needs to come back off to put this together properly. So we push that in, then it has to all get squeezed together to make the chest properly. Make sure everything's functional. Yeah. That's fine. Now we're making. This is the part that I've messed up so many times. We're going to make two at the same time. They're totally symmetrical. The little shoulder nubs that fold up. I should probably cover my glue back up so I don't have a black nozzle again. I've lost my little torch to clear the nozzles. Okay, two really tiny parts with even, it's made up of three small parts. So, A25, two of these. And then we need D7 and D8, respectively. And then A14, which is proper tiny. No, I've gone blind. Oh no, it's just absolutely minuscule. So the thing with these models is, it might say in the front, but like these boards don't have spurs on, but sometimes you'll have parts that you just don't need, which is always helpful. Let's figure this out now though. So that lines up with that somehow. Does that go in there? No, that goes in there. Right, I've messed this up. So these need to be flush. Like I said, I always mess this single little tiny detail up. Probably even messed it up on my perfect grade kit. Even though that the pieces on that are like, that's a 160, so fairly bigger than these, which is a 100. Yeah, so that one went fine because I actually sanded it down. I didn't sand it down, I cut it down. See if we can cut this down while it's together. Don't lose these tiny pieces. I'll get in a magnifier setup. And this side. Perfect. Well done, little magnifying glass. Whew. So now these have a flat piece at the back. Goes on there. That goes in nice and flush. And again. Perfect. 2 of those done. Next page. Oh, builder's net me. Pick up my snips. Figure out what we're doing here. I've not actually attached those. Was it in that step? No. 1, 4, 5. Right, so it's on this part. It's a lot more complicated than it looks, this. D10 and A20. Let's find those pieces and see what it wants me to do. A20. Ah, this is the chest panel now that opens up. A20 to D10. And then this covers it up, but it comes from underneath. Like that, I think. So you have that facing away from you. And this rail slides in here. It just folds up. Like that. Okay. This is going to get confusing very fast. Because it's one of these fiddly, awkward bits. But we'll get it done. Then corresponding piece P11. Then next we need A. Well, this is a headache. Do A18 first. I'm not going to do both sides of this for now because it's a bit awkward. So A18. This is the part that's in the actual guide. Once that, and then it needs one of these pieces going onto it, onto this spindle. They fold up. So take this off the stand. Find out what this anchors onto. Can't be that. Is it that? No. It's a trial and error thing, this. I'm just going to separate the torso from the waist if I can. No, I can't. That would have made life simpler. Let's just double check with this one. Yeah, they're the right way. So then they come up. This whole thing should come out. But we're not going to do that yet. We're just going to put the other one in. Ah, it doesn't have a slot because this does need to expand in and out. That makes a little bit more sense. So I want A17. I refuse to believe that I made, like, this is my first Masster Grade kit without any issues. Because this is complicated. And I've done perfect grades at this point. Well, perfect grade. I am looking at buying another PG soon. They both pop up. That's flimsily in. Right, next is I1. I1 goes on the back here. Click into place. Then D15 closes this up. There's an anchor on there. Just slide into that. Right. Okay. Next is D13 to D17. D13. Oh, this is a fiddly one. You get fiddly pieces, just cut out the rail so it's a lot easier to manipulate. D13, D17. Facing forwards, no specific order for this, I think. No, that should be shut. It's so fiddly, but you don't want to put too much force on it and break something. That needs to stay shut while this goes on. Just for the way it transforms. I think it doesn't say to open it. D17, no hassle. D13, a tiny bit of hassle. Okay, now 12 to 16. 16 and put the back piece on first, what I've done last time. It was a lot easier. Back piece on. Keep the front flap shut. I want to try and do this like more in camera shot. A lot of stuff I've done on the perfect grade kit. I was just like working away in my lap or something, and couldn't really see anything. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's looking good. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Tiny bit left to do on this. Next is the chest thing comes up. Well, that goes on first. So I'll do the neck shroud. Neck shroud can go on before the chest main cover. It's just starting to look like a very nice model. It's so shiny. D9. I'm just hoping I can get a decent gold paint pen to fix the sprue clips on it. Next we want I-12 and I-9. I-21, we don't want that. I-9. One of these has a tiny, tiny little ridge on it. Other than that, it's perfectly symmetrical, but this tiny ridge has got to be at the top, otherwise you've failed. so that's on. Then this sits in here. And that clips in here. Wow, look at that. That's pretty, yeah. And then that'll open up once we've like made sure it's properly in. That it seems wonky. Either way, that is the torso finished. Other than like decals. The transforming, I don't think I can actually transform it yet because you've got to pull the arms physically out. I don't exactly have a way of pulling them out without breaking everything. So I don't want to break it just yet. To transform it. Yeah, that's very nice. Transforms, I'm so happy it transforms. So from here I can basically do any stage of the model now. Legs, arms, head, well the actual backpack. The arms and legs are obviously 2 units. So you just do everything twice but mirrored, and it's a bit confusing. The head's actually quite short, 5 steps. But it does have stickers. That one. I'm undecided currently. I've probably missed stickers off. I can't see the icon for it. At this point I just want to quick look. So yeah, there are pieces that we just do not use. So we have sheet D. We use all of sheet D. Sheet A. We use all of sheet A, but sheet B's got pointless pieces on it. Sheet C. Not what we use sheet C. I used sheet C earlier. Get sheet C back on. And show that this piece, these pieces, which are actual unicorn spikes, not used. Just this tiny piece at the top is used, but for some reason we put all of this on, and I don't know why. So well, I'm not sure how long I've been recording this for now. Will you just tell me? An hour and 12 minutes to get this done, which is, you know, it's nice, it's shiny, it will transform. It's going to be pretty cool looking when it's done. But I think for now I'm just going to stop for the day. I don't actually have a proper light set up yet, and the light is going to change soon and make it terrible for recording. So I'm going to carry this on tomorrow. I'll probably start a bit earlier. I'm going to aim to get the majority of it finished. The legs are so complicated for these models, but it will look really good when it's done. So yeah, shall resume this tomorrow. Let's get it finished up. And I do want to decal it, but I don't want to decal it on camera because it's just such a long, boring process. I mean, if you don't already find this boring, it's basically just sitting and finally scratching away at tedium. See if this can get fingerprints off. Yeah, so got my little polishing brush to get all the fingerprints off it, make it look nice and shiny. That'll be it for today. I'll move this stuff so I can end my screen properly. And that will be it for today. So, oh, it's on OBS. Stupid. That's a lot for today. I should have stopped recording earlier before I'd done this little outro part. But well. Yeah, more tomorrow.